Chapter 1 Synopsis: The Neo-American Renaissance and its Discontents. The term Neo-American Renaissance is not a standard designation in literary history. It seems to be a blend of concepts pointing towards a specific period and style. The American Renaissance generally refers to the flourishing of American literature in the mid-19th century, marked by figures like Emerson, Thoreau, Hawthorne, Melville, and Whitman. These writers, while diverse, were often grouped under the broader umbrella of Romanticism. Often disregarded, but perhaps the most pertinent, is Olson. Add footnote: Gothic undercurrents. However, within this Romantic movement, there were strong currents of what we might call Gothic American realism. Authors like Hawthorne and Melville, while exploring romantic themes of individualism and the sublime, also delved into the darker aspects of human nature and society. Their works often featured psychological complexity, moral ambiguity, and a fascination with the grotesque. This Gothic strain can be seen as a counter-narrative to the more optimistic aspects of American Romanticism. Realism and manifest destiny. The rise of realism in American literature coincided with the Civil War and its aftermath. This period saw a shift away from romantic idealism towards a more grounded portrayal of social realities. Writers like Mark Twain and William Dean Howells captured the complexities of a nation grappling with industrialization, urbanization, and the legacies of slavery and war. The concept of commercial manifest destiny adds another layer to this analysis. It suggests that the expansionist drive of manifest destiny was not just about westward expansion, but also about economic exploitation and the pursuit of material wealth. This commercial aspect of manifest destiny is often critiqued in realist literature, which exposed the social inequalities and moral compromises associated with unbridled capitalism. Mysticism and the Civil War. The notion of mysticism associated with realism is intriguing. While realism generally aimed for objective representation, some realist writers explored the psychological and spiritual dimensions of human experience. The Civil War, with its immense trauma and loss, likely intensified these explorations. Works like Ambrose Bierce's Civil War stories, for instance, delve into the psychological impact of war and the blurring of lines between reality and illusion. Connecting the threads. To fully understand the attack on American Romanticism, we need to consider how these different elements interacted. The rise of realism and its focus on social critique challenged the idealism of the earlier Romantic period. The Civil War further shattered any illusions of national unity and moral certainty, and the Gothic undercurrent within American literature continued to explore the darker aspects of human experience, even as realism gained prominence. In essence, the attack was a multifaceted shift in literary and cultural sensibilities. It was a move away from romantic idealism towards a more complex and nuanced understanding of American identity and society. Poe's Tamerlane, 1827, embodies the very tensions and transitions we've been discussing. While published slightly before the traditional time frame of the American Renaissance, it foreshadows many of the themes that would become central to this period and its subsequent attack. Romantic echoes. Byronic hero. Tamerlane, the poem's speaker, is a classic Byronic hero, a figure of immense ambition, passion, and ultimately tragic flaws. This archetype, popularized by Lord Byron, was a staple of Romantic literature, embodying both the allure and the dangers of individualism. Lost love and regret. The poem's narrative revolves around Tamerlane's lament for a lost love, abandoned in his pursuit of worldly power. This theme of lost innocence and the price of ambition resonates with the Romantic preoccupation with emotion and the inner self. Seeds of discontent.